If you've reached your 70s, you've likely heard a simple, familiar piece of advice time and time again: just keep walking. Walk every day, they say, and you'll stay healthy, energetic, and independent. It's good advice, but what if I told you that long walks by themselves aren't always enough once you cross that threshold of 70? What if focusing only on walking could actually leave you feeling more tired, more frustrated, and less in control of your health? It might sound surprising, especially after years of faithfully pounding the pavement, but there's more to sustaining vitality and strength in your later years than just putting one foot in front of the other. I want to share something different with you today. Something that comes not just from textbooks or passing trends, but from decades of working closely with men who have quietly struggled with the very issues you might be facing: fading energy, sluggish circulation, intimacy concerns, and a body that just doesn't respond the way it once did. These are not just physical challenges. They touch your confidence, your relationships, and your sense of independence. And I know many of you are skeptical, even exhausted by the constant flood of miracle solutions promising quick fixes. But I assure you, the changes I'm going to talk about aren't about hype or gimmicks. They're about reconnecting with your body's own wisdom through simple, thoughtful habits that really work. My name is Dr. Alan Mercer. Over the years, I've had the privilege to guide men through some of the most frustrating transitions in life. One patient in particular stands out. A man I'll call Richard. In his early 70s, Richard was the picture of dedication. Every morning, rain or shine, he would lace up his sneakers and set out for a long walk around his neighborhood. Yet, despite his effort, he felt like his vitality was slipping away. His legs ached, his energy faded by midday, and his confidence, especially in intimate moments, was waning. He was frustrated because walking had always been his go-to for health, but now it seemed like it wasn't enough. When Richard came to me, he was ready to try something new, but wary of complicated routines or expensive equipment. Together, we shifted his focus away from just walking longer distances and introduced two key habits that changed everything for him. Gradually, he began to notice his muscles growing stronger, his circulation improving, and an energy returning that he hadn't felt in years. But more than that, Richard rediscovered a sense of hope and control over his body, a feeling that maybe aging didn't mean losing his vitality, but transforming it. This story is not unique. It reflects a truth that many men over 70 face. The body changes in ways that require more than just endurance. Walking is a wonderful habit. It's low impact, accessible, and gets you moving. But after 70, certain physiological shifts mean walking alone can only take you so far. Imagine your body as a garden. Walking waters the soil, sure, but without the right kind of fertilizer and careful pruning, the flowers just won't bloom as vibrantly. In your 70s, your muscles naturally lose mass, a process called sarcopenia, which affects your strength and balance. At the same time, blood vessels can stiffen, making circulation less efficient and placing extra strain on your heart. These changes mean that the body isn't as responsive to the simple act of walking as it might have been in your 40s or 50s. It's like trying to maintain a car that's aging. Keeping it moving is important, but without regular tune-ups and targeted care, performance drops. So if walking alone isn't enough to keep your vitality flourishing, what else can you do? The answer lies in two habits that work together, not just to maintain movement, but to restore strength, improve blood flow, and renew your body's natural rhythms. The first habit is gentle strength training. This doesn't mean pumping iron like a young athlete or spending hours at the gym. It means engaging in simple resistance exercises that rebuild muscle and support the cardiovascular system. These movements can be done with just your body weight or with light resistance bands, designed to be kind to your joints, yet effective in stimulating growth and circulation. The second habit is mindful breathing and relaxation techniques. At first glance, this might seem unrelated to physical strength, but the truth is, breath is the bridge between your mind and body. Deep, intentional breathing helps improve oxygen flow to your muscles and organs, reduces stress hormones that can clog your circulatory system, and supports heart health. In many ways, mindful breathing is like a reset button, calming the nervous system and promoting resilience. Together, these two habits create a synergy. The strength exercises stimulate your muscles and vessels to adapt and grow stronger, while the breathing practices ensure your body and mind remain in harmony, fostering recovery and vitality. They address the underlying reasons why long walks alone might leave you feeling drained rather than energized. Starting these habits might feel intimidating if you've never done resistance training or formal breathing exercises before, but that's where the beauty lies. They are simple, practical, and designed to fit seamlessly into your life without complicated equipment or overwhelming routines. For example, strength training can begin with just a few minutes a couple of times a week, focusing on slow, controlled movements that target key muscle groups supporting balance and circulation. Breathing exercises can be done anywhere, sitting comfortably in a chair or lying down, taking only a few minutes to calm your body and refresh your system. What makes these habits even more powerful is their accessibility. They don't require special memberships or expensive gadgets. They invite you to listen to your body's needs and respond with kindness and intention. It's about doing less, but doing it smarter, respecting the wisdom that comes with age rather than fighting against it. I understand that after years of hearing what you should be doing, it's natural to feel wary. Perhaps you've tried various approaches with little lasting success, or maybe you worry these ideas sound too simple to be effective. But simplicity is a strength when it's rooted in science and experience. These habits honor the natural changes your body is undergoing and provide tools that nurture real, sustainable improvement. Imagine for a moment waking up with a little more ease in your joints, feeling your legs carry you confidently without that heavy fatigue, and sensing your heart pumping steadily, supporting all the activities you love. Picture yourself sitting with a loved one, sharing a quiet moment, knowing your body is responsive, resilient, and ready for the day. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a very real possibility when you start caring for your body with the right kind of movement and mindful breathing. As we explore these habits further, I'll guide you through exactly how to begin, step by step. We'll talk about simple exercises tailored for your body and breathing techniques that calm and strengthen simultaneously. But before we dive into the practical side, it's important to understand the why behind these choices. Why your body needs more than just walking, and why these particular habits matter more than ever after 70. The changes in muscle mass and circulation are like quiet undercurrents beneath the surface of your everyday life. You may not notice them all at once, but over time, they affect how you feel and move. Strength training addresses the loss of muscle fibers that keep your bones supported and your balance steady. It helps prevent falls, improves metabolism, and boosts endurance. Mindful breathing, on the other hand, helps reduce the invisible stressors, the tension, the racing thoughts, the subtle tightness in your chest that can undermine heart health and sap your energy. When these two habits are practiced regularly, they create a foundation that supports all the other things you do. Whether it's gardening, playing with grandchildren, or simply getting up and down without struggle, you're giving yourself the tools to thrive rather than just survive. I want to leave you with this thought for now. Aging is not about surrendering to decline, but about embracing a new kind of strength. One that's patient, wise, and deeply connected to your own body's rhythms. The next part of this conversation will take you deeper into exactly how to start these habits, what to expect, and how they can reshape your daily experience. For now, take a moment and ask yourself, what would it feel like to move through your day with more energy, less pain, and a heart that beats steady with confidence? That feeling isn't out of reach. It's waiting for you in these two simple, powerful habits. And when you're ready, I'll be here to walk you through the next steps. Now that we've uncovered why walking alone might not be enough after 70, and introduced the two habits that can transform your vitality, let's talk about how you can begin weaving them into your daily life, gently, practically, and without pressure. This is where the real power of change begins. Small steps taken consistently that honor where you are today while building toward the strength and energy you want tomorrow. Starting with gentle strength training, many men worry it means heavy lifting or intimidating gym sessions. But that's simply not true. Think of strength training here more like tending to a garden. You're nurturing and encouraging your muscles to grow, just enough to stay healthy and strong without pushing beyond what feels safe. Simple exercises using your own body weight, like seated squats, wall push-ups, or leg lifts, can be done at home with no special equipment. Even light resistance bands, which cost just a few dollars and take up almost no space, can add a little extra challenge that wakes up your muscles without strain. If you're new to this, start slow. Try a few repetitions of an exercise, just enough to feel the muscles engage, but not so much that you're sore or uncomfortable. The goal is not to exhaust yourself, but to invite your body into a new pattern of movement. Over time, as your strength returns, you can gently increase the number of repetitions or add new movements that feel good. Remember, this isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about reclaiming the strength that supports your daily activities and your sense of independence. Equally important is the habit of mindful breathing and relaxation. At first, this might sound more like meditation than exercise, but it's just as vital to your physical health as muscle work. Breathing deeply and intentionally helps regulate your heart rate, improves oxygen delivery to your cells, and calms the nervous system. In practice, this could be as simple as finding a quiet moment in your day, sitting comfortably, closing your eyes if you like, and taking slow, deliberate breaths, counting to 4 as you inhale, holding gently for a moment, then exhaling for a count of 6. This pattern signals your body to relax, reducing stress hormones that can clog your arteries and weigh down your energy. You might feel a little silly at first, especially if you're not used to setting aside time for something so simple, but give yourself permission to try. These few minutes of focused breathing can create a ripple effect, helping you feel more centered and refreshed, especially when combined with the physical benefits of your strength exercises. The beauty of these habits lies not just in their physical benefits, but in how they reconnect you with your body's natural rhythms. You might find that you sleep more deeply, experience less pain, or simply feel more awake and present throughout your day. For many men I've worked with, these practices have sparked a profound shift, a rekindling of vitality that had seemed lost to time. But change isn't only about the body, it's about reclaiming hope and confidence that sometimes fade as the years advance. If you've ever felt that frustration, that quiet resignation to decline, know that you are not alone. Many men carry these feelings like a heavy coat, but beneath it is a wellspring of resilience waiting to be tapped. In this journey, it's important to be patient and gentle with yourself. Some days will feel better than others. Progress may seem slow at times, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to keep showing up, however small the step. Each time you engage in these habits, you're sending a message to your body and mind. I am worthy of care. I am capable of renewal. And here's a deeper truth. These habits do more than strengthen muscles or improve circulation. They restore a sense of agency, the feeling that you can influence your health and quality of life, even in the face of aging. That is powerful medicine. Now I invite you to pause and imagine what it would feel like to move through your day with less effort and more joy. Picture waking up with a body that supports your plans, whether that's gardening, playing with grandchildren, or simply walking without that familiar ache. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing you're taking steps that honor your body's needs, not fighting against them. You don't have to do this alone. Many men find that sharing their journey with a friend or family member creates motivation and connection. You might consider inviting someone to try these habits alongside you, creating a shared commitment to health and vitality. As you begin, listen to your body's signals. If something feels uncomfortable or painful, adjust or pause. The goal is progress, not perfection. And remember, every small effort counts. Even 1 minute of mindful breathing or a few gentle repetitions of a strength exercise can start a chain reaction that grows stronger with time. This is your journey, one that respects your experience, your wisdom, and your pace. It's about building a life where vitality is not a distant memory, but a present reality, where every day holds the possibility of feeling stronger, more energized, and more connected to the people and activities you love. I want to close by saying how much I believe in your ability to make this shift. Aging is not a surrender, it's an invitation to a new kind of strength, one rooted in kindness, knowledge, and intention. The habits we've talked about are simple, yes, but they carry the power to transform your body and spirit over time. When you feel ready, take that first gentle step. Choose one habit to try today, perhaps a few slow breaths in a quiet moment or a brief set of leg lifts. Notice how your body responds. Celebrate that small victory, and when you're ready, build on it day by day. From my heart to yours, I'm Dr. Alan Mercer, wishing you strength, peace, and a renewed sense of vitality on this journey. Your body holds wisdom, and you hold the power to honor it. Here's to embracing that power with grace and courage. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope you'll come back and let me know how these habits are working for you. Remember, you are not alone, and every effort you make is a step toward a fuller, richer life. Take care, and I look forward to walking this path with you.